Guys, welcome back to Medical Coding with Blue. So today's topic is all about which medical coding association do I recommend. So before I begin, okay, I just want to put out a little disclaimer first. This is just my own personal opinion. This is just what happened with me and why I chose what I chose. And because it worked out so well, this is just what I recommend. I have gotten this question more than once, so I just thought it would be a good video to address today. So let's get started. So there are two major associations that offer medical coding credentials. Okay, there's the American Health Information Management Association, or AHIMA, which I will refer to it as in the rest of the video, because it is a mouthful, right? And then there's the American Academy of Professional Coders, which is AAPC. Okay, so a quick Google search or some other search engine you use will lead you to both websites, and you can do your research from there. So like I said, I know fine coders from both associations, but each association is very unique in the fact that there are some requirements for one association and over the other. So you may want to check it out as you journey down this path to becoming a medical coder. There are some people that will be members of both associations. They will get credentialed through both associations, and that's fine. If that is what you choose to do, hey, that's great. You know, pretty much most of us in the medical coding community end up with an alphabet after our name. Okay, so and like I said, that's great. So I have chosen to remain with AHIMA solely because that is just what works out best for me. When I first started out and I went to these trade schools, because I had to pick through 3 different trade schools for medical coding, and unfortunately my trade school is no longer there anymore, but I don't know why they closed down. So I had to pick through 3 different schools, and the school that I did choose was the one where the lady was talking about the American Health Information Management Association, and she says that that was what they modeled their curriculum after. So I was like, oh, okay. And it still didn't make any sense to me because I was very new to the field. I didn't know anything about medical coding. I was just like, okay, you know. So I ended up doing a little bit more research, and I was like, oh, okay, well, this association sounds like it's going to work really good for me. So I had made it through I set a record actually for the school because this was a self-paced program. And that's another thing too. So and I want to strongly suggest, if you decide to go the trade school route to become a medical coder, do your vetting. Do all the research that you can, vet the school as strenuously as you can, because there have been horror stories, let's just be honest, with trade schools, okay? Obviously everything worked out with my school, and that's great, but you really have to make sure that if you are the type of person that needs a lot of hands-on, that you ask, is this a lot of hands-on? Because where I went, it was self-paced. So the medical coding program was 9 months, and it was self-paced. You know, I mean, obviously if you took longer than that, that was fine. But it was an average of 9 months. I had actually set a record for the school because I made it through in like 6 months. So, which, you know, that's just me. I'm just a self-starter. So, and I'm a reader, and certain courses through the program were a little bit easier for me because I had already worked previously with computers, and I was really good, you know, with the medical terminology course, which I really liked. And anatomy was pretty quick to get through. So, look into that. They also offered, at my school, they had offered seminars. So basically you went through self-paced, and then like maybe twice a week they had seminars where you can just kind of go in and talk to everybody, and they would explain things, you know, one-on-one. So that was what worked out for me, and so, which is why I've sort of stayed with my credential like I have. So you really just, like I said, you want to look at that And some people have chosen through AAPC, and that's okay. I've known many fine coders through AAPC, and they have different requirements though, so I don't really know a whole lot about them. So I'll just, let you do your research about them. But that was, what I had picked. And I really like the way that they do things. I've been to the AHIMA headquarters, so I've seen everything in action. And it's really something when you get to see these people that are leaders in the industry and you meet them. And of course, I've met some of them through going to convention every year for the last. See, 2014 was when I started going consistently every year. So, except for the 1 year that I broke my rib, but I don't want to talk about that. So anyway, like I said, both associations, that's one thing though, both associations do have an annual convention. So if you are ever interested, you should check it out. It is worth it. It is worth it to learn everything that you learn when you go to convention, because both associations do offer continuing education units, or CEUs, when you attend those conventions. So something to think about. Okay, so of course, I don't like to make these videos too long, because that's when I'm looking at stuff, I don't like things to get too wordy. So I will wrap this one up. But that is my recommendation, is if you are looking into going into the field, look at AHIMA. Check it out and see if it's for you. Or like I said, check out AAPC and see if that's for you. Or if you're an overachiever and you like both, hey, go for it. So, but remember, if you have 2 credentials, that's more, more CEUs you got to put out. So just consider that. But yeah, so I was supposed to do a Stitch Fix unboxing, okay? That didn't work out because I don't know what happened, but so let me rewind a little bit. So Stitch Fix is a personalized styling service that they send you 5 articles per month, like, accessories or, clothing, shoes, and you pick what you want, or you can keep it all and get a 25% discount, which is really nice. I really have liked it. I had gotten a gift card as a gift for Christmas, and I've been hooked ever since. But they changed my stylist, and then like nothing fit, so I don't know what happened. So hopefully they will either send back my old stylist, or they'll just pick different things, because I don't know what happened. Like I said, I ripped open the box and I was gonna open it for you guys, but I was just so excited that I opened the box and I was like, oh no, nothing fits. And I was like, well, I guess it's a good thing I didn't open it in front of everybody. So, but anyway, so when it comes at the end of the month, because I have mine scheduled for the end of the month, so when it comes at the end of the month, we will try this again, and I will do a whole video on that. And I will also do a whole video about professional presentation. So anyway, I hope you all have a great week. Thank you so much for viewing, and thank you so much for subscribing if you already have. I appreciate it. And if you haven't, consider, because I do talk about what it's like to be a medical coder in this medical coding world. And I will be answering more technical questions. There is a video about diagnosis coding that I want to talk about, and I will be working on that probably this weekend, because it's a little bit more involved. I'm so detailed, and that's where stuff always kind of gets me. Anyway, I will wrap this up. So y'all have a great week, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.